This is American way. Fly to Cancun on American dollars, yes. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. People love it when I do my American accent. But the problem is that I just can't stop. I was in America so long that I picked up. Oh, we got ourselves a ruined portal. I wonder if I do an American accent the whole run, if things will go better for me. Because if you think about it, the reason America is such a successful country, it's not because of Houston as great a... Wait, I guess Texans probably wouldn't like Houston too much. Houston is the best big city, although I don't like big cities because I'm from Texas. I live on a ranch. Check out tax. Yeehaw. Hello from Texas. It's your girl Pie Girl here, and I'm here to tell you about why lassoing is actually an effective technique. You see, back in the good old days of y'all, I'm from the lasso country. I like to go yeehaw. I wonder where yeehaw comes from. Like, what is it like? What's the... You know, like, I learned how howdy came from how do you do. Like, how do you do became how do you do became howdy. You know, like, how do you? And then howdy. Because, you know, we like... But I wonder where yeehaw comes from. Chat, tell me the linguistic origins of yeehaw. I'll speedrun the Minecraft. You guys focus on the linguistics. English in the 1970s. Wait, yeehaw is from the 1970s? It's a natural explanation. You see, the thing about... you know, T-axis. The only thing worse than the South is TX. I'm from Texas. It's a part of the South. But people, even though Texas is the most southern state geographically, the problem with the term South is it's an error of the, that's why we call it the melting pot, says Mitzycat 99. Well, the thing you don't understand about America, Mitzycat 99, is even though it's called the melting pot is slowly fading away. You see, the problem with the melting pot is the melting pot assumes assimilation to the culture. And although that's something that a lot of people find to be very useful, to have some overlying culture that connects you to your neighbors, the thing that a lot of people are now saying is that maybe if you say a melting pot, then maybe the country doesn't work so well, because why should anyone have to get rid of their culture? And although the answer is that in reality no one has to get rid of their culture to go into a... I love whenever we do the accent, there's like a couple of people that are like loving it, and this one is like, Toycat, stop. That's my favorite thing. But the thing you gotta understand about the melting pot is that a melting pot is kind of a natural formation. You shouldn't be fighting necessarily the melting pot. You should just be understanding that the melting pot is what everything else is kind of built upon. And that it's not racist to say that you can maybe combine a lot of cultures and make them better, because that's how all things kind of work. If there's no real such thing as cultural appropriation, what there really is there's cultures improving by improving and by taking each other's ideas. In the same way that the real world works with competition. There is a competition happening with all the cultures, and most cultures lose. And you know what? The one that survives is the real impressive one. That's kind of accurate to where I live. Wait. I like it even though it's bad. I have no idea what he's saying. You know, I'm understandable when I speak British. When I speak American, it all goes out the window. It's interesting. Apparently, wait. This is what Pookie told me yesterday. All I have to do to sound more Texan, I gotta do that same accent, but just say y'all a little bit. Because y'all need to understand that the way we talk down here is we just say the word y'all. I mean, sure, we can say hi, we can say you, we can say you all. But y'all is just such a great abbreviation. The thing about y'all is like it saves so little space. Like Y''all is like yo. Cultural Spies, the impressive one. Yeah, the one that kills the other cultures, says Clara. See, like, historically, that's... I think there's a little bit of truth to that. Like, we kind of have this let's call it over-obsession with European ideals, because we're like, oh yeah, because it's the one that survived. And it survived because it was the one that was most hostile towards the other ones. But, Jack Cuff says, yeehaw, I'm an American, and I drink water because it's healthy and it's nice taste. That said, I hope you said that I would have an American accent. Yeehaw, I'm an American and I drink water. No, well, you see, the problem with super chatting to tell me that you didn't like my accent is you know exactly what... Oh, wait.
is you know exactly what I'm gonna do with that. The problem is that you're telling me exactly what I need to hear. Do a New York accent. I don't want to do a New York accent because all I see is I'm walking over here and people get confused. That's my health insurance company that says that. And although I could believe that perhaps the very concept itself is a little outdated, it would seem a bit weird. I go to Russia. Oh, your name is literally like Dasha, right? Like, so like, I meet the Russian and the cat, very cute cat from internet. She much bigger than I can't do it, damn it. I want to tell this story, but in Russian. Fries. I'm from America, and I call chips potato chips for some reason. I don't know what my accent became, but it's a problem. Y'all need to understand that in the UK, they call them chips instead of fries. Fries is a type of chip. Chips are the overarching concept.
We take only the finest water from the springs, and then what we do is we ruin it by turning it into whiskey, because whiskey is a bad beverage, I say. We take only the finest beans, because for some reason anyone who tries to tell you if something's good must be from the South. That's how this works.
I wanted to go to the mall, but the problem is that I don't have any friends to hang out with. See, I know what it's like to be an American because I watch American TV, and for whatever reason, people think the mall is a fun place to hang out. But here's the thing about the mall, it's not a fun place to hang out if you don't have any friends like me. But it seems like malls in America dying sure is a good thing. But in the UK, people care about damn high streets. I'm gonna do a UK accent now. I'm gonna do an American doing a British accent next. So I'm an American going to the UK. Okay, it's back to Indian. I tried. I'm gonna learn accents. This stream, we might not speedrun Minecraft all the way, but I'm gonna learn good accents. Like, I like going to the mall. It's so fun. I love it over there. That's not Texan anymore. But when I talk about my fundamental rights as an American, you better believe I'm talking from my Texas heart. My Texas heart is in my Texas soul. I love how many people are upset every time we do the American accents. It's beautiful. Well, the thing you gotta understand about America is America has a lot more land than most other countries. In fact, depending on the measure that you use, America might be the third, second, or fourth largest country in the world by land area. And the thing you've got to consider about that is that all of that land was recently developed. In fact, America was founded in 1776, but the last state was only added in the 1950s. I think 60s actually. But the thing you gotta consider, therefore, is that all of this development has happened mighty recently, and all that mighty recent development means there's a lot of land. This leads to things like suburbanization, where people don't like to live in the cities where they work, but instead they live in little suburbs where they pretend they know their neighbors and things like that. And as a result of this, people also like to drive to the store. They don't like to walk to the store. You can't walk in a suburban neighborhood. That's crazy. You drive your car, your American car. American car. American car. American car. Drive it to the... Yeah, I can do like... I'm slowly getting the sounds down to do a Russian accent. I got American, and I've got cat, dog. No, here's the thing you gotta consider about America. America industrialized slightly later than a lot of Europe, and this was because America wasn't a superpower. This means this lack of the industrialization of the country really means that there is a serious difference between how America looks and how a European city looks. And the vast quantity of the land combined, you know, not separately, combined with the recency of the development and you know, the prevailing trends. The people believed that the car was the future and the people would only get more mobile, not less mobile. Why would you not want to drive to the store? And so because the industrialization happened a lot later on, and because the development of cities happened later on, I am from Ireland, or maybe I'm from Newfoundland, I don't know for sure, I just kind of talk fast, and you know, like, what's really going on here? We don't know for sure, but I'm from Ireland, I am. You are smarter than my teacher, says NSP Jacko Wacko. Well, you see, there's a good reason for that. In my American education, I Oi, blimey, how's it going over there? I don't. This is my American British accent where I've kind of failed to do it because we gonna talk British every. I can't do Australian. I'd love to do Australian. Like it's really like when you hear an Australian accent like, oi, good day, mate, how's it going over there? You hadn't considered.
Your Texan accent sounds like someone trying to do a Civil War era Georgia accent.
Civil War era Georgia.
It is quite hilarious. All you really need to do is say y'all a lot. Great
Y'all.
son. Here's
Y'all.
your allowance.
Y'all just gotta understand that the accent in the South is really just the word y'all. Y'all is one of my favorite things because you can just say it all the time and it's not even that useful. Y'all might be a useful way to say a group of people, but y'all works in the singular too. You can say how y'all doing to a single person and that's entirely valid. Now that seems cuckoo in the head if you ask me. That sounds as ripe as a day is long. How do people celebrate Christmas in the South? I don't really know. I don't know what I've been told. I just know that Texas snow is made of gold. I'm gonna continue to hurt people all day, every day. British accent. Oi, governor, how are you gonna speak in a British accent? The thing about a British accent is that I don't really have one from one of them regions, yeah, one of them fancy places, because so I pick up the accent of a chimney sweep from the 17th century, my governor. Because that's for some reason what I think of when I think of British. I am from Glasgow, mate. I don't think this is a Glasgow accent at all. I'm just speaking. I guess you gotta like pick up those Scottish words. Like I'm a wee laddie from the Scottish Highlands. No wait, from Glasgow. Glasgow's like really, really rough. Like I literally can't. Please speak an American accent. I'm American and want to see what I sound like to a British human. The hyphenated 7. What you gotta understand is when I do an American accent, I'm not doing a very good American accent. You see, the thing about these great states is there's just so many of them, and the problem with that is it's really hard to put a stereotype down to a particular area, y'all. You sound like you're from Texas, but also New York. Well, you see, my father was from Buffalo, and me mama was from Houston, Texas. Wait, me mama was from Odessa. Odessa just sounds like the Ukrainian city. Me mom was from, wait. My father was from the great city of Rochester, New York, but my mother was from the southern state of Texas. I don't know where in Texas. Apparently you can drive for 12 hours and still be in Texas, y'all. I'm from Sugarland, Texas. It's this great little city that no one's ever heard of, but it's the greatest small town in America. Every small town claims to be the greatest small town in America. Some would say that is called lying. Others would say that it's a smart marketing decision. All I know is I don't know what I've been told. I'm from Newtown in California. I'm from the Old West. The Wild Wild West is what they like to call it. And they call it that because it's wild. It's also wild, and it's also west.
Say y'all a lot. You haven't seen y'all in a hot minute, folks. Howdy. Y'all say that Neveract's hard to find. I found 4 in 10 minutes. That's the voice I put you in if you say y'all, by the way.
So, people are always telling me I need to try more accents. Am I right, chat? Everyone's just like, Toycat, your accents are so good. Your American accent's so good, but I just want to hear you do other ones. So chat, tell me some accents in chat you'd like me to hear. Okay, we got Irish accent. I do an Irish accent. The problem with doing an Irish accent is people get very offended very quickly. You see, as a British person, talking about the Irish on their own words is just very hard. They've got a sing-songy voice that you can only do in certain words, because it's all about the pacing with Irish, more than it is about the voice. Californian accent. Oh, my Valley Girl accent is atrocious. I've tried it so many times, and it gets worse every time I do it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm from Southern California, and you won't believe like what's happening with like the economy these days. Didn't you just hear about the new trip? Trump just tweeted out that he's going to embargo. You know, that's way too smart for a Valley Girl. Did you hear about the new tweets? Kim Kardashian just said that there's going to be a 20% offset on the Long Boy. That's right. Did you hear about that? A 20% offset on the Long Boy? Okay, that weirdly wasn't appalling. Hey, yeah, not appalling. Not appalling. I'm going to put that on my tombstone. Spanish next. this Spanish accent. I don't know what I started with, but it's not Spanish. Is this American? I think this is. I don't know how you said Spanish and I got into an American accent, but I'm from Chicago. I love to drive cars and I talk about my cats a lot. All my cats have an Instagram page, they do. That was generally what came out, like, Italian. I'm from Italy. I like to eat pizza with my pasta. You talk with your hands a lot. I said once, this is my favorite, this is canon. Someone asked why I move my hands so much when I'm, like, presenting on the second channel. Okay, here's my British accent. Alright, love, how's it going, governor? You get some fish and chips on the radio, love? Please roast my country, the Netherlands. Penny is from the Netherlands, and she wants me to roast the country, but the thing she doesn't understand is I'm doing an accent, but she said to roast the country. It's not even my best Netherlands accent, because in the Netherlands we speak with very clear English. But we also talk in centimeters. That's how I mark the Netherlands now. I'm 169 centimeters tall. As long as there's a highway there, I'm driving my Mustang. Not my Mustang, it's the South. As long as there's a highway, I'm driving my pickup truck as far as that Reese's peanut butter needs to take me. That's what I reckon, y'all. Can you try to do a proper Aussie accent? Oi, good day, mate. I'm from down south. I'm from up the upside down land, and this is my accent. I don't know where it keeps going when it doesn't sound Australian, but that's how it is, am I right? Mates. The best way to do an Australian accent is to really just say the word that's taboo in a lot of other cultures, but we call our mates that, yeah? Also, the word Japsai is real offensive, but I didn't even know what it meant until way too recently when I heard an Australian saying it, and you know, I think that, oh lord. Well, the thing you gotta understand about Austin rain is it actually matters a lot more than UK rain, and the reason behind that is because precipitation is not very big in this nation, and by nation I of course mean the Great Republic of Texas, the Lone Star State. The Lone Star State? I'm just gonna try bad accents till I do it. My name is Sarah E. I have big cat. I pet my cat very strongly, and I put cat in aeroplane belly, and I fly to America with him. There you go. That's you, Sarah. Loves the bridge. Lots of 10s. Collectively, we think it's a 10. No, is niet. Not that your Russian needs improving. It's perfect already. Perfect. I pet my cat. My improving in Russian. Houston, hee-haw, chicken, Texas. Heckin' Texas. Yeah, I love me some Houston. I go to Houston every weekend because my family's from there. I'm from New York. But the thing is I'm American, so my family's on the other side of the country. Why do we happen to do this? Well, it's a big country, you see, so for some reason we live on lots of different parts of it. And I don't know what my accents do. I just know that I follow it where it goes. Sometimes it's from New York, but it's Texas. Y'all from Texas. It's nice to see that y'all from Texas. My assistant's from Texas, and I hear that the weather's really good there. I actually don't hear anything about the weather at all, besides complaining about all the rain or flooding or something like that. I don't know for sure. I just know that I don't know how to make much visible on the spot. Russian accent, says Skinny Eggman. I can only say a few words in the Russian accent, like cat. I fly to America with my cat. However, I very quickly run out of the Russian, and I don't know what it turns into, but I guess just like every other accent, slowly it becomes Indian. And then you feel like maybe that's offensive. And then you think maybe you should stop. But it's okay, because there's no accent anymore. An American accent won't kill my voice. You're right, I can do an American accent all I like. This isn't even American, this is more from the South. But if you think about it, all Americans are from the South if you measure relative to Canada. I mean, there are parts of Canada that are further south than parts of America. But people don't think of Vermont when they think of America. America. I love America, I fly there many times. Yeah, the American accent caused lag. Today we learn.
Can you please try to do a Texan accent? whenever I do an American accent, it comes out Texan, and people get real offended with me. But I reckon they just ain't fans of progress. That's what that is. I think that, you know what, you can only make a great accent by working at it and believing in yourself. I don't know where I put these ladders, but they ain't here no more, fellas. Toycat Tax, you should try speaking an American accent. I have a really great American accent, thank you for asking. It's a little bit southern, but now it's a little New York apparently. Now that I realize it, I sound like I'm in the outer boroughs, except no, I'm going back to Texas. I don't have an American accent because it's so hard to speak American. But the, I love how everyone gets like destroyed when we go there. Thank you so much. You know what, when my boss dies, he gets replaced by whoever's best for the job. I don't know why it should be the vice president. And then someone's like, well, you see, the way it works in America is we follow the Constitution. And the Constitution says this. And you know what? If you want to burn up the Constitution, you don't love America. You don't love America? What's this all about? I don't know what's happening here.
A Royale with cheese. Did you know in Europe they call it a Royale with cheese? That's right, they do. I don't know what this accent is, but you better believe I'm doing it. Oh, I guess I got a second accent from America. You speak a little bit slower, but you say Royale with cheese. And you gotta really over-enunciate certain things while really under-enunciating certain other things. Like, when you say water, it's water. You don't say the T's, you say D's there instead. What are you doing over there, fellas? I found a new accent, isn't that fun? The best accents are subtle. Thank you. I did my best. I use American accents to talk about EU things. Well, I mean, because it's only Americans who are surprised by it, right? Because, like, if you're British, you're not like, oh yeah, we call it a Royale. All right, lads, we call it a Royale with cheese. We do. It's hard to switch between accents. That's my dream, to like seamlessly have a conversation in two different accents. That's when I know I've made it in accent school. All right, loves, we're gonna go over to the McDonald's. We are. It's going to be a jolly old time. Oh, really? We're going to McDonald's together? I hear that in Europe you guys call it a Royale with cheese. Yes, we do call it a Royale with cheese. We do. You see, the thing that makes it so interesting is that in the Royale with cheese in America, you might call a quarter pounder. However, it's very interesting that, you know, have you heard about the third pounder situation? No, tell me about the third pounder situation. I can enjoy just doing this to people all day. Okay, so an American and a Russian have a conversation. Let's do it. Hello, friend. It is me, your good friend from Russia. I don't know if I believe... Oh, wait, no. Hello, friend. It is me, your American friend. I am American citizen. I fly here, long time ago. I born American, I die American. I don't know if I trust you entirely, friend. No, I'm real American. Let me prove it to you. I don't know about that, fella. You sound like you're a little bit... So you see, Mr. American, I will prove my American to you by explaining common American dream. I love it very much. If you say so, I guess I'll let you do that. I hate it, Lamau, says Alcazar. Oh, I love... You know, the more people I hurt with my accents, the more I have to do it. Yes, I explain American system to you, because I am good American. I'm not undercover spy, I good American. I explain American dream. You see, in America, we hate socialism. Oh, you make a great point over there, partner. That is what we think here in America. Yes, we hate socialism, but we believe it not for the common man. Common man not believe in socialism. It's very bad. However, socialism for politician, very good. Big yacht, paid for by public expense. This is American way. Fly to Cancun on American dollars. Yes, this is what we do over here in this country. You know, you are starting to convince me that you might really be an American there, friend. This is the worst thing I've ever done to all of you. I'm sorry. I'd like to preemptively apologize. Yes, I am a real American, and I show you with that. In fact, socialism is not just for politicians. Big business, socialism good. Politicians, socialism good. Common man, socialism bad. Common man fend for self. Ah, yes, exactly. But I can't do this anymore. You know, there you go. I tried my best.
10/10 would listen to that train wreck of accents again.
You know, you gotta hand it to me. When I started the stream today, I wasn't expecting to do an American speaking with a Russian, while the Russian explains America to the. I should have had the American explain Russia to the Russian. That would have been good. Socialism very good. It work in many cases. Or capitalism is responsible for all the goods in the world.